Hey everyone and welcome. Today we're going to talk about something that can literally change your workday for the better. We're diving into workflow automation, a way to get rid of the most mind-numbing parts of your job so you can get back your most precious resource, your time. No, really, just stop and think about that for a second. An entire extra day, every single week. What would you do with that time? That's the kind of potential we're talking about here. This isn't about hustling harder, it's about automating all that noise so you can finally focus on the stuff that actually matters.
You know the feeling, right? Your calendar is jammed, you're bouncing from task to task all day long, but when you clock out, you feel like you got absolutely nothing important done. Well, that's what we call the productivity trap, and it's fed by an endless stream of manual, repetitive, tedious tasks.
And look, this isn't just a feeling, it's a fact. 80%. That's just staggering. Think about it. That means for every 5-day work week, 4 of those days are spent on busy work. It's a massive drain on our potential and, honestly, on the company's bottom line. And, believe it or not, it gets worse. According to Gartner, this is how much it costs an average company every year just to fix the mistakes from manual data entry. Nearly $1 million. We're not just talking about an annoyance here. This is a huge, costly financial problem. So, the big question is, how do we get out of this trap? Well, this is where the hero of our story comes in. It's a tool that was practically built to slay the dragon of tedious work. So let's talk about Microsoft Power Automate.
Okay, so what is it? Put simply, Power Automate lets you build automated workflows between all the different apps you use every day. But here's the magic phrase, low code. That means you don't have to be some coding genius to build incredibly powerful automations that save you a ton of time and prevent errors.
So here's what makes it tick. First, it connects to pretty much everything you already use, Salesforce, SharePoint, the whole Microsoft 365 suite. And it's designed to empower what we call citizen developers. That's just a fancy term for regular folks like you and me, to see a problem and build a fix for it, often using simple, pre-built templates. It's truly automation for everybody.
All right, that all sounds great in theory, but what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's get our hands dirty and walk through a super common and, let's be honest, often super frustrating process to see how it works.
Okay, picture this. Vacation approvals. An employee fills out a quick form. Instantly, Power Automate knows who their manager is and zips the request over. The manager clicks approve and boom, it's automatically sent to HR for the final OK. The system updates itself and the employee gets an email with the decision. It's all done. No more chasing people down, no more lost forms, just a smooth, hands-off process. I mean, the difference is just night and day, right? The old manual way is slow, you never know where your request is, and it's so easy for mistakes to happen. The automated flow, it's fast, consistent, accurate, and everyone can see exactly what's going on. It turns a total bottleneck into something that just works.
And don't just think about vacation requests. Think bigger. We're talking HR onboarding new employees, managing IT help desk tickets, pulling together complex sales reports, processing customer service requests. Basically, any repetitive, rule-based task in any department is fair game for automation.
So, everything we've talked about so far is for tasks with simple, clear rules. But what about the messy stuff? What happens when a task actually requires a little bit of thinking? Well, this is where Power Automate gets its superpower, artificial intelligence. Right? What if you need to understand the tone of a customer's email? Is it happy or angry? Or what if you need to pull specific info from a scanned invoice, and they all look a little different? That takes more than just following rules. It takes a bit of intelligence.
And that's where AI Builder comes in. It's a feature that's baked right into the platform, and it lets you add real intelligence to your workflows, and you don't need to be a data scientist to use it. It basically gives your automated flows a brain.
So what does that actually mean it can do? Well, check this out. Your automated flow can now analyze customer feedback to see if it's positive or negative. It can read an invoice, pull out the key details, and enter them into your system. It can translate languages on the fly, and even make predictions based on your historical data. This is way beyond simple automation. It's intelligent automation.
Okay, so we've covered the problem, we've seen the solution, and we've even looked at its AI superpower. But let's talk about the bottom line. Does all this stuff actually pay off? Let's look at the hard numbers.
Let's look at a real-life example. This case study focuses on a major utility company that was just drowning in manual processes. They decided to go all in, building over 4,000 automated workflows using the Power Platform.
And the result? Get this. They saved 527,000 hours of employee time annually. Just let that number sink in for a second. That's thousands of people who were freed up from boring, tedious work to actually focus on high-value stuff that grows the business.
So what does all that saved time mean in dollars? Well, get ready for this. It translated into an estimated $75 million in annual savings. That's what happens when you slash labor costs, boost efficiency, and eliminate errors. This isn't just about making work nicer. It's a fundamental business game changer. And this isn't some one-off success story. A big study by Forrester found that the typical 3-year return on investment for Power Automate was 248%. And the best part? The investment paid for itself in less than 6 months. The business case is just undeniable.
If you're a visual person, this chart really says it all. Yeah, there's an upfront cost for licenses and getting things set up, but the value you get back from time saved, from fewer mistakes, from higher productivity, it just completely dwarfs that initial investment. It's a no-brainer.
So, I want to leave you with a question to think about. As you go through your work week, start paying attention. Notice those repetitive, soul-crushing tasks that drain your energy. That report you have to manually create every single Friday. That data you have to copy and paste from one system to another every single day. What's the very first broken process you would fix if you had the power to make it just go away?